Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today. And the Miami Heat beat the Milwaukee Bucks in Game 5 and eliminate the number 1 seed Milwaukee Bucks. The first time since 2006. Not 2006. The first time since 2012 that a number 8 seed has upset a number 1 seed. The last time that happened was when the Bulls played the 76ers in the first round of 2012, and Derrick Rose tore his ACL, and they lost that series, which I think, having MVP Derrick Rose, tear his ACL, that's a huge, turn of events where, Derrick Rose, that Bulls team, they were a pretty good team without Derrick Rose, but Derrick Rose was the best player of their team, and that just took them completely apart. And yes, I know Giannis Antetokounmpo missed 3 games in this series, or played the first quarter of that game 1, but that doesn't really count because Miami was dominating that first quarter, and Miami kept dominating that whole game 1. But if you go past game 1 and game 2, which Miami got blown out in, Game 3, Miami played great basketball, blew out Milwaukee. It's 2-1. Giannis comes back. They lost 2 games with Giannis playing. There's no excuse for that. I mean, Giannis is one of the best basketball players in the world. And Miami beat him down. Jimmy Butler was just more clutch than the Milwaukee Bucks in both end of the games. I mean, Jimmy Butler in these last 2 games in the fourth quarter has been amazing. And they made another comeback tonight. They were down double digits multiple times in the fourth quarter again and came back. And now the Heat will play the New York Knicks in the second round. It's just unbelievable basketball playing by the Heat. And now they're rolling into the Madison Square Garden on Sunday, hoping to maybe make it back to the Eastern Conference Finals again after going there last year. And I think I don't think they did. Last year they were in the Eastern Conference Finals, and they've been in the Eastern Conference Finals a lot of times because they were in the Eastern Conference Finals they were in the Eastern Conference Finals last season. Then they lost in the first round of Milwaukee the year before that. Then they were in the Eastern Conference Finals, of course, against Boston because they lost in the finals. I think in the last 5 or 4 years they've been in the Eastern Conference Finals at least three times. So they've been a team who's been in it, and I don't know the Heat. I don't know. I feel something good about them possibly making it back to the Eastern Conference Finals if they can play well against the Knicks in that series. Let's get into this game, though. So the Miami Heat knock off the number 1 seed Milwaukee Bucks, and it just has to feel awful for the Bucks. Let's get in the scoring for the Miami Heat. It's like I said, Jimmy Butler is clutch again in the fourth quarter. Played 46 minutes in this game, 42 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 17 for 33, 3 for 10 from 3, 5 for 9 at the free throw line, and then 22 for Gabe Vincent. He had a big shot in this game. They were down 113 to 117, and it was 15 seconds left in the game, and Gabe Vincent pulled up, hit a 3, got the game to 1, and then eventually the Bucks would... Oh, might I add, this game was in overtime, too. I forgot to say that the Heat won this game in overtime. But basically, into this game, Gabe Vincent hits the big 3. He had 22 points. He hits the big 3. Then the Bucks, it was a weird play between Kyle Lowry and Chris Middleton, and originally it was called Kyle Lowry for a foul, which it clearly wasn't a foul on Kyle Lowry. Heat challenged, won the challenge. There was a jump up at center at midcourt, and then next thing you know, Bucks win the tip. Looks like maybe they could make it a 3-point game with some free throws. Jrue Holiday misses the first, makes the second. It's a 2-point game. Amazing play to Jimmy Butler in that with 2.1 seconds left. Jimmy Butler fadeaway shot, was falling on the ground, kind of got it in there and sent that game to overtime, and then the Heat took care of business in overtime. Butler hit a couple buckets in overtime. I think he only hit one bucket, but it was a really needed bucket because I think they were They were only up one, I believe. They were only up one, and he hit the shot, and it was a 3-point game, which eventually then the Heat took a 5-point lead after that Jimmy Butler shot with another 2-pointer. But Gabe Vincent was clutch for them in the end. He was 9 for 23 and 4 for 12 from 3, and he had 6 assists. Then Kevin Love, even though he fouled out in the fourth quarter and did not play in overtime, he was really good in regulation. 15 points, 12 rebounds, 5 for 11 from shooting, and also 5 for 11 from 3. So all the shots he took were 3-pointers in this game. Then 20 for Bam Adebayo with 10 assists and 10 rebounds, a triple-double for Bam Adebayo with 8 for 20, 0 for 1 from 3, 4 for 5 at the free throw line, triple-double for Bam, 8 for Max Strus. Then off the bench, 10 for Kyle Lowry, 3 for Duncan Robinson. The only game in this series he really did not play that great. His minutes went a little bit down for him in this game though. A lot of the shots. I mean, Butler took 33 shots in this game. Bam took 20 shots in this game, and Gabe Vincent took 23. So there were not a lot of shots, And then Kevin Love took 11, and Lowry took 10. So besides Lowry, Love, Butler, Bam, and Gabe Vincent, there was not a lot of. I mean, he took 110 shots today, and he took 110 shots in this game, and Butler took 33. Bam took 20. That's right there between those three guys with Bam, Butler, and I think that's right there. That's 33 plus 20 is 53, and then 53 plus 23 is 76. So 76 shots out of 110 between Jimmy, Bam, and Gabe Vincent. Then you add Kevin Love's 11, which is 87, and then Lowry's 10, which is 97. So besides those 5 guys right there, they took 97 shots. Only 13 other shots were taken by the other 4, the other 5 players that touched the floor for the Heat tonight. So only 5 or 6 players, I think, were on the floor for the Heat. 5, I think it's 5. 5 other players were on the Heat tonight besides those main 5 guys I was talking about that took a lot of shots, and they combined it for 13 shots out of 5 players took 13 shots. So those guys were scoring a lot, and there was not a lot of shot taking for Duncan Robinson. Yes, he only scored 3 points, but he only took 2 shots and was 1 for 2 from 3. Then Hayward Highsmith had 2 points, only played 3 minutes in this game. Caleb Martin, who was big for them in Game 5, hit some clutch shots in the fourth quarter, only had 2 points in this game. Cody Zeller had 4 points in this game. Played the center for half of the overtime when Bam fouled out in overtime. Then he had 2 rebounds with 4 points, and like I already said, 10 points for Lowry. Haslam was a DNP, but he did get in a big altercation with Bobby Portis in that game that eventually got teed up for. Nikola Jovic was a DNP as well, and so was Omar Yurtseven, which I probably said wrong. Getting into Giannis's scoring. Giannis with a big night, 38 points, 20 rebounds, 14 for 27, 0 for 2 from 3, and 10 for 23 at the free throw line. But that's going to probably go down as one of Giannis's worst losses of his career as they lose to the number 8 seed Miami Heat. 33 for Chris Middleton, 10 for 24, 4 for 10 from 3, 9 for 9 at the free throw line, 6 rebounds and 6 assists. And now Chris Middleton heading into the offseason for the Milwaukee Bucks. He has a huge decision to make for them going into free agency this season. Brook Lopez with 18, Drew Holiday with 16, 8 for Grayson Allen. He took the last shot, missed it. Well, the clock ran out. Jay Crowder played 0 minutes in this ball, or had 0 minutes, but did eventually checked in this ball game. It was not a DNP. Bobby Portis was 0. Wes Matthews hit a couple threes, had 6 points. Pat Cunningham had 7 points, and Joe Ingles played 8 minutes, took 1 shot, and had 0. And then DNPs for Marwan Beauchamp, Theontis Antetokounmpo, Giannis' brother, Myers Leonard, Goran Dragic, and Javon Carter. So really tough loss for the Bucks as they go out to the Miami Heat 8 seed. That's for the video. Hope you guys enjoy them. Your thoughts, and peace out.